OK, more now on our top story. Liverpool have agreed a deal with Parma for their 18-year-old centre-back, Giovanni Leone. It will take their summer spending to over £300 million. Vinny O'Connor is at the club's training ground ahead of speaking to Arne Slot this morning. Vinny, great to be chatting to you. It's been a busy summer so far for Liverpool, and they're closing in on signing number 6 of this transfer window. Tell us more about this deal.
Yeah, that's right. And it looks like they're bringing in potentially 2 centre-halves as well at some point, because I asked Arne Slot about the need to strengthen it at centre-half last week, and he seemed to play it down somewhat. But first of all, they've got that deal sorted for Giovanni Leone. It's £26 million up front, plus add-ons. He's now due over here for a medical, that medical due to get underway later today as well. And the idea is for him to go straight into the first-team setup. There'll be no intention of sending him out on loan. He's very much here to supplement the first-team squad as it stands as well. And of course, we also know that Liverpool have that interest in Marc Guéhi. Those negotiations with Crystal Palace ongoing, of course, and it's all about trying to decide on a fee now, come to at least some kind of compromise over a fee. So in order for Liverpool to then speak to Marc Guéhi and ultimately persuade him to come to Liverpool, there is a feeling that Marc Guéhi would like to come to Liverpool, albeit, of course, there was those noises last night that he would be happy to stay and see out the remainder of his contract. Just 1 year left on that contract. I don't necessarily see that would suit Crystal Palace, who would obviously want to get a fee in for Marc Guéhi as well. So still some mileage in that one. And I think if we're looking at transfers as a whole for Liverpool between now and the end of this transfer window, then hypothetically there is still potential for Alexander Isak as well, depending on his situation and how that develops at Newcastle United, and whether Newcastle are also looking to compromise on their valuation of the player. So it has been a busy summer for Liverpool in terms of the improvements that they've made to the squad, but the next one through the door is likely to be Giovanni Leone.
Yeah, Vinny, you mentioned there's plenty of focus on transfers, but Liverpool begin the defence of their title tomorrow night. How ready do you think Arne Slot feels his squad is for that?
Well, I think if they were feeling that they were all ready, then they had a little bit of a kick up the backside against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. And I think Virgil van Dijk spoke about it afterwards as well. He said it was a tough one to take, albeit he offered a lot of congratulations to Crystal Palace. But I think the motto for this week, on a personal level, at least for him and for the rest of the team, has been head down, work and improve. And at the same time, of course, they've got players. We mentioned the number of transfers that we made and potentially 6 signings, a 6th signing on its way. But the fact is that you've got to gel that squad once again as well. And they've also had the injury problems. And Virgil van Dijk, of course, was back in the side for the Community Shield after illness. He said himself it was good to get more minutes out there as it continued to work back to health and fitness. Time to focus on what's ahead now. I can't wait to be back at Anfield. When I speak about injuries, of course, Alexis McAllister himself has had a bit of an injury issue through this summer. And again, he was just getting those minutes in the Community Shield. So, yeah, I think obviously there's room for improvement. Liverpool know what they've had to work on in this past week. I think, as I said, if they weren't ready ahead of the Community Shield, then this week they would have been able to put things right, and we're expecting Liverpool to really hit the ground running against Bournemouth in that opener to the Premier League season on Friday Night Football.